My name's Griffin Shoemaker. I'm 24 years old. From Shirley, Massachusetts. I played lacrosse at St. Anselm College. I used to play baseball, and then in second grade, my dad was like, well, there's this new sport, lacrosse, where you can run around and check people and, do a whole lot more than sit at shortstop. So got into lacrosse at probably fourth grade and just ran with it. So I was an All-American junior and senior year. I was kind of looking to go D1, so UMass Lowell, UMass Amherst, just poking around those areas. One of my buddies, Maddie, reached out to me. We're still good friends. He lives in Shrewsbury, so he's like, you gotta at least go check out the school. Give it a chance, give the guys a chance, the coach. Went on my overnight and pretty much committed that next morning. Sophomore year in high school, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, an autoimmune disease in the colon. That's a pretty tough disease to live with. 6 months ago, I was on a work trip in Tucson, and I just woke up one morning and just felt horrible. Basically couldn't eat, super low on energy, and just in intense pain. To the point where I was at my girlfriend's house, it was 2 a.m. I woke up, started throwing up, and then just drove myself to the hospital. I was like, I have to go now. It was colon cancer. I had 4 or 5 tumors. That was completely removed, but it had metastasized to the liver. It's shocking. Completely turns your world upside down, but I didn't really cry about it. I kind of just told my mom, said, we'll figure out what the next step is, and the next step was to go to MGH and get with a great team of doctors and figure it out from there. So it was extremely hard. The recovery was 6 to 8 weeks. I lost 29 pounds that I didn't have to lose in the first place. So I was kind of a shell of myself, just battling through it. The plan was to regain some strength, some weight, then go straight to chemo, which we did. So I've been doing that since. Every 2 weeks. Chemo's just tough. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I get chemo every other Fridays, and it just hits me like a truck. That whole day is spent, it kicks you, and you gotta kick back. You gotta wake up every day, and it's like a crush or get crushed mentality. So you gotta wake up and be determined to crush it and kick the chemo right back. Mentally, it was tough in the beginning. I couldn't get my brain to stop. People were always texting me, which was great. The support was tremendous, but you don't really realize that engaging with that, which I always did because I wanted to let people know I'm strong, I'm doing well, but you never let your brain unengage from the diagnosis and what's going on. So sleeping was tough, but once I kind of settled in and just let all my anxiety, all my troubling thoughts go and just focus on the next day and just hammering through this thing, it became easier. 9 hours of work a day, then you gotta do some homework. It's where's time for hanging out with my girlfriend or walking my dog and doing all the other activities I like. So as soon as I got out of the hospital, it was let's get back to normal life. Life doesn't stop because you have cancer. It was get back to work, continue taking classes at Tufts, ease into the things that I love to do. So cancer isn't defining me, I'm kicking its butt, it's not kicking mine, I think that's extremely important for people who are going through difficult times. Find solace in those things that you love to do. Make it a goal to get back to it. I'm an outdoorsman. I live in the middle of the state in the woods. So shooting a bow and arrow, that's something I wanted to get back to, which I did. You get some peace and mindfulness and keeps me a little bit physically fit. You start to realize what's really important in life, what you should stress about versus, this is a first world problem or something like that. But that's something that this journey has given me as a new perspective on life, not stressing about the little things, being with your family. My support system is just unbelievable. I've always said it, just a guy with a battle to fight, and everybody fights their own battle every day, some worse than others, but I legitimately have an army behind me. It's been amazing to see. I don't know what I did to deserve all the support, but I'll be trying to pay that back for the next 10 years. I'll figure out some way. But I think it's important that you don't take this experience and just do it in a closet by yourself. Reach out to folks, people who want to support you in whatever way they can, just let it. Give into it. People want to help. Sharing my story, I just hope that it'll help somebody in the future. Everybody goes through their own battles, whatever it might be. I hope my story is an example of somebody who's not gonna quit or give up, regardless how hard things become, and that there's always a better day. I'm Griffin Shoemaker. I'm a grad student at Tufts University, and I'm currently battling cancer. We need you to grow your mustache this fall to raise funds and support people like me. Go to mustachemadness.com to start growing today.